Methinks it's time. Heyo, Belle here, and we're gonna do something really crazy today. So, RuPaul's Drag Race is coming back for the 4th season of All Stars. I'm so excited. I don't know what to do with myself, and so I decided this is what I'm gonna do with myself. I'm gonna put myself in full drag. Actually, not full drag, but like face drag. I'm gonna serve you face. Yes, and that's what I'm gonna do in honor, in homage to the fact that we are having our season 4 of All Stars now. I am going to put myself in drag. Yes, I know I'm a lady already. Yes, I know that drag is for boys, but it's not. Not just for boys, sweetheart. We could do anything. People can be mad at it, girl. It's okay if people mad at it. That's fine. This is all for fun. This is not to be construed as me making fun of something, me doing something that I'm not supposed to be doing. I mean, that's just, we're going a little crazy here. Point being, drag should be for everyone. Ladies can do drag too. It's called bio drag. It's actually a thing, and I actually looked into it for a second because I was curious. I was like, you know, I wonder if there's other chicks out there like me who would love to do drag, but we're chicks. So I looked it up. It is a thing, and there you go. But not the point. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my face as quickly as I can. I already have my foundation on. I just need to put on my concealer and blend it out. So that's what I'm gonna do next. Also, guys, I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible, but you know me, you know it's actually gonna take quite some time, especially in this case because this is being extremely extra. I mean, this is as extra as you can get. Drag is literally the most extra that anybody could ever get. So yes, I'm just gonna keep on going here. And I was going to just listen to music and do this as a voiceover, but I know myself. This is where things start getting crazy. There is my clown white. I lost it. Great. Super. I lost one of the things I need. I did it again. So I'm gonna try this. I don't want to, but I'm going to. Just a little bit. In the highest points of my face, I'm gonna use a little bit of a cream white makeup. Just a little bit. Extremely sparingly, just because I'm trying to highlight the highest points of my face over again. You're going for extreme. You're going for really extra. Find your high points of your face. I'm just gonna dot this around a tiny bit. Try to be symmetrical. Pounce it out. Okay, so from here, I'm gonna go ahead and powder my whole face, and we'll move on from that. Let me go ahead and get my Coty Airspun because we're gonna go for classic and we're gonna go for basic, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get that Coty, oh geez, Coty Airspun. Knock a little off into the top here. Ooh. Okay, this stuff gets everywhere, so be careful. I wish I had a sieve. A sieve would be nice. I'm gonna go ahead and use this guy. Just gonna pound some in there, load it up, and just go to town, honey. But first, I think I'm actually gonna grab my little concealer brush, tap that in there, and just go under my eyes really quick. My eyes are so creasy and silly all the time. I'm so used to it already. These are just the way that my eyes are. If you get a lot of creasing, it's good to get a little like fluffy brush like this and just run it underneath in little circles because that blends out all the little wrinkles and leaves you with mostly a clean little look there. Just bounce it around there and then get your powder, and that cleans it up pretty nice. Also, if you have any wrinkles, just kind of go over it with the beauty blender and then just drop that right inside the wrinkles. It usually works, but I don't know if it'll work with Coty Airspun. It works with Morphe powder, but I don't know if it'll work with this. Either way, we'll see. And always remember, guys, the first time you do something is always going to be not as great as you want it to be, unless you're like super talented and you didn't even know until the first time you tried. Okay, so that's pretty much all my wrinkles and stuff, all my lines that I want to cover. Remember to cover your lines first and then go over with your powder. Just get it all over the place. And this is what you call beating the face. It's real funny because Coty Airspun has a fragrance to it, and I'm pretty sure that my grandma used it probably up until she ended up in the, in the hospital and everything. So I'm pretty sure that my grandma smelled like Coty Airspun like all the time. So it's real funny to use it now that she's passed away and everything. It's real crazy to use it, but I still do because in a weird way it reminds me of her. And those little reminders are actually good things, guys. Don't cry. It's okay to cry, but don't cry. It's okay. Everything's fine. Okay, so I think that our face has enough powder on it, so I'm gonna leave this aside because I'm probably gonna need it in a little bit. This right here, hopefully I don't drop it everywhere because that would literally be the worst thing ever. Cover up this little guy here because we don't need him anymore. Go away. Goodbye. Thank you for your service. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this here for a sec. I'm gonna drink a little coffee. Make sure that your lips are hydrated the whole time that you're doing this. What I've been using recently is this Lip Shit. And this is an Austin company, if I'm not mistaken. I actually followed them on Instagram. They're super cute. And this is Blackberry Honey. This is really, really good. I'm gonna be reapplying this like throughout, because I have very dry lips. Like I don't think I've ever mentioned this before, but my lips get very, very dry. So I have to be really careful about that, or my liquid lipstick will literally just like start peeling off with my skin. It's terrible. Okay, so I think that we're good here. It's kind of like baking, right? So I just need to take it off now, and I'm gonna do that right now, real quick. Just to get rid of any excess powder. And guys, remember the whole time that you're doing this, anytime that you're putting on makeup, you want to try to keep your face straight as possible. I know that I can't. I'm too, like, my personality is too big. I'm a very strange character, and I make a lot of weird expressions. So you have to be careful with that when you're making, you know, when you're doing makeup, especially heavy makeup like this, because your face will crack, and you don't want cracked face. And it's funny because that's another thing. Ladies in drag will always say, oh my god, you cracked my face, because you made them laugh so hard that their whole face just went, ah! You made me laugh so hard. My mouth opened so wide. I squinted my eyes. All the things just happened, and it's like my face is cracked. That's why they call it that. Anyways, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab my OG favorite mixture, obviously, Safe Word and Androgyny. I'm gonna find my sculpting brush, this guy right here. Yes, I'm gonna grab him, make sure there's nothing on him, because he's supposed to be for sculpting and blending at the same time. He's a really good brush. Drink a little coffee. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a postcard. For this, you need a postcard, and I'm using this one specifically on purpose, because this needs to come back. Like, it needs to come back. I feel like my life is missing something now because this ended. This friendship ended. I need them to come back to each other and start loving each other again. The whole world just needs to love each other, and we need to stop being such petty bitches. I'm gonna go ahead and grab Safe Word, which is a nice kind of skin tony transition shade. And I'm gonna grab Androgyny. Okay, and I'm gonna just find my face structure, which is like this. Right, and I'm gonna go a little above where I normally would. I'm starting at the top of my ear, right there. I'm going to the corner of my mouth, right? And I'm just gonna start going in. Okay, and then when you take it off, that's what it looks like. It's a crazy thing, but it's f***ing amazing. So there's that one. Let's do the next one, try to get it symmetrical. And I like it like that because it's not too much, it's just enough. And then we might go over this with a slightly darker shade in a second, but we'll see what happens. Okay. Alright, so then I'm gonna just get a little bit of Safe Word and Androgyny on the tip of my brush, on the corner right there, the side of my brush, actually the side of my brush, right under my lip. I'm also taking it down the sides of my face a little bit. Get that same combination of colors. I'm gonna do my temples. I like really deep temples. As far as like costume stage type of makeup, I like really deep temples. My temples are right here. I usually just tap it and drag this way. And that's the way that I get my nice blendy little guys right there. Okay, do your forehead. Remember, always do your forehead. It just makes everything look like it's really put together and it's all one good color coming from around your face. Okay, so now my hair's everywhere. Your hair is everywhere. Sorry. I went to blow away the fallout and it got in my nose. I go ahead and do that again, same combination, and then I'm gonna just go and do my jawline. This is a big one with drag. You should always do your jawline, especially if you're a boy, because boys have very sharp jawlines sometimes, right? And because of that, you look like a man. And so you gotta soften it. For me, I do it because I just like to do it, and you guys have seen me do this like a gazillion times probably by now, but it's just something that I do to feel a little bit more comfortable about myself. I'm not gonna mention why, because I'm gonna start hearing about it, and I don't want to. So I'm not gonna say why I do it, I'm just gonna say that I do. Pretty much every look that I do has this incorporated into it, and here is a line. Always look for your lines, guys, because if there's a line there, define it, especially with drag. Remember, we're going for extra here. You gotta do all the things. Obviously, and this should go without saying, with drag, you do you. You're living the fantasy that is everything that you can be. Do anything that you want with this. I'm gonna go ahead and do my nose. Drag noses are supposed to be snatched. Drag noses are supposed to be little, tiny, skinny Michael Jackson noses. I have a very hard time doing this, so hopefully I will actually do it justice this time. Let's start with the bottom. Okay, I think that's good. I'm gonna actually try to highlight it a little bit more with some powder just to get it where I want it before we keep going. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a little bit of glucose from the Blood Sugar palette. It's a really bright white shade. Also for drag, you wanna have a lot of different types of sponges. I have all these different ones right now. For drag, you need a bunch of different kinds of sponges. I mean, you don't need them because some people are just extremely talented, but it helps, especially if you're new. A little bit of glucose and just pinch the crap out of this and dab it on the middle of my nose, just a tiny bit. There we go. And that'll be my new nose. And then later we're gonna go over it with highlight anyway, so don't worry, it's gonna be fine. So then I'm gonna go ahead and grab, I think we can go on to do eyes now. So the eye look that I'm gonna do is based off of another eye look that I've already seen. You've probably already seen it too, because if you like what I'm doing, then you probably love Jeffree Star. So Jeffree Star and the winner of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 10, Aquaria, got together and did a video. So I'm gonna go ahead and do pretty much that exact same look, which is a magenta, cyan, yellow, and black look, basically. I'm gonna throw my own spin on it and everything, of course. I'm gonna have brows. It's pretty cool. And they're my own brows because I'm a lady. My eyebrows are already slightly higher than a man's eyebrows would be. Men's eyebrows are usually a little bit further down on their face. But for ladies, they're all the way up there. So we can just keep those. I love my eyebrows, man. I'm starting to really like them more than I used to. I'm gonna really make them shine, do some really cool stuff with them if I can. So I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna find my fluffy little brushy, little fluffy brush, little fluffy brush. Yes. This is just a fluffy blendy brush, and I really like these kind of fluffy blendy brushes. They're the best. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a good old transition shade. I need that. That's just how I am. First thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab O Positive from the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette. It's just a really nice mauve-y gray. I'm gonna put that all over. Just give everything something nice to cling to and to rub around in. And then I'm always gonna be doing this too, dragging it down the sides of my nose, and then already start creating that outer V here, because you're gonna need a big one. So that's down. Next thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna clean my brush, go into Cavity in the same palette. Okay, so I'm gonna take this bright, beautiful pink shade. It's got a little bit of a glitter in it, and just start in my inner corner here. And don't worry, we're gonna be doing the cut crease. So no matter what you do around here, it doesn't really matter. Just try to focus the color where it's supposed to be. These brushes are amazing. I'm still on about the brushes because they're like legit and I love them. One of the best $25 I've ever spent. Just little circles blending out, lay down that color. And then I'm gonna do a little bit more and I'm gonna drag it down my nose. The most saturated color should be in the deepest point of your eye. So that's what I'm trying to do here. So go into the middle and then start blending outwards. Middle and out, middle and out. Okay, dragging this down the sides of my nose a little bit, just in wispy motions. Okay, that's good for that. So I'm gonna clean off my brush. I love this thing so much. It helps everything so much. It's ridiculous. Okay, so next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into the Manny MUA palette, Life's a Drag. I'm gonna go ahead and grab Campy, which is this really bright yellow shade. It's so bright it looks like turmeric. I'm gonna run that under my eye. And usually I don't run things under my eye until the end, but this case is different. And I'm gonna do all the way down into the tear duct right here and then drag forward. And it's gonna create this really crazy like orange shade right here, and then just drag it outward. We're dragging straight. We're not dragging up, we're dragging straight. That one I learned from Valentina. So you get that yellow shade down on both sides. We're not dragging up, we're dragging straight. Not up, but straight, okay? Do the same thing here, dragging straight forward. And it's good to look at yourself right in the mirror, like straight in the mirror. So our yellow is down basically, and I wanna get a little bit more of it with a bigger, fluffier brush. And just go around the same areas again and blend it out even more. Now we're gonna go in with Kiki, and when we go in with Kiki, we're going to see where that yellow line is, and we're gonna go with that. And it's going to the corner of my nose right here, so that's kind of a good guide to show you where you're supposed to be at. So you're just gonna start in that corner and upwards. Remember, we're using our bones here, kids. When you're gonna do this part right here in the crease, make sure you're using that bone still. This is a guide to get you to not have too much going on, the postcard, but you still have to use your bones. Okay, so there's one down. Let's do the other side. Remember, we're doing this whole thing here to the side of the nose right there. And you're basically just making a triangle. Okay, so that's good. We're gonna go over that with a little bit of fishy. Back to the other side. And I'm gonna clean my brush because there's a lot of other colors in it, I'm sure. From the powder and everything, there's gonna be more powder that you don't need in there, so just make sure that you're wiping off your brush between stuff. Just tap lightly into fishy, don't get too much. Remember how I say always, just the tip of the brush. And this is just gonna intensify that blue just a little bit. There you go. Okay, so let's do the other side. Remember, side of the nose, all the things. Okay, that looks about right there. So then I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of black, and we're gonna use Shady because Shady's my favorite black. Go ahead and grab some Shady, same brush. Don't even clean it, no point. And just right in the crease, right under the bone, babe, and then drag it downwards. And I'm gonna go all around with this because I need that intensity, but you do you. There you go. See how different it looks just with a tiny, tiny bit of black? I love it. It's so cool. The best black I've ever had is the Shady black. Do the same on the other side. And stay focused towards the really, really close to around the eyeball area on this one. You don't want to do too much. If you do too much, it ruins the effect. Okay, and then blend out anything that you feel is too harsh. Okay, so that's the basics down. If you feel the need to go and like intensify anything, you can go ahead and do that also. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, that looks good. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest now. And there it is. I need to pull out my Drug Lord white from Jeffree Star if I can find it. I need to find it. I will find it, but give me a second. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab this guy, and this is how we're gonna cut the crease. I don't normally cut my crease for nothing, so this is gonna be a pretty interesting situation. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a certain brush here. I think this is the concealer brush. A little silly, cute guy. Yeah, super flat, super wispy. We're gonna use this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a little bit of Drug Lord. I'm gonna try to be as careful with this as possible because I don't wanna mess up what I've already done. Just grab a tiny, tiny bit, load up the brush, just like that. We're gonna cut the crease actually even further into the tear duct than we normally would. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Just put a little bit there. Look up, see where it lands. And that's where my line is. Thank you, Makeup by Jack. We're gonna be using our bone structure again. Remember, this is another one. Okay guys, so look, where's my line? Right here. I'm gonna bring it up slightly. Okay, and then I'm gonna go into my tear duct area right here and connect that line. And you're supposed to get this kind of effect. Take a little bit more of that Drug Lord. You gotta have a very steady hand for this, folks. Like, it's pretty crazy. That's the top bit, and then you're gonna, where did it go? Oh, there it is. Jeez, I keep losing stuff. I always lose it right when I had it like a second ago. Don't you hate it when that happens? A little bit more. This bit, do the inner tear duct here, right here. This really makes your eyes pop open, and that's what you want, so let's go for it. Okay, so there's that bit done. I'm gonna go ahead and actually do the waterline as well, because you can, because these are 100% eye safe. Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks are 100% eye safe, praise God. So that's good, and there's my first cut crease ever. Not bad for a first time, huh? I'm gonna go ahead and grab a little packing brush if I can find one. It's like a fluffy, dense packing brush. So I'm gonna grab Glucose from the Blood Sugar palette, and I'm just gonna tap that on to really set that white. There you go, buddy. You stay put. You're going nowhere. Collect the reference. And then just wipe off any excess. So there's our cut crease. Yes, we totally did it, guys. This is so awesome. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side off camera, and we'll move on. And remember to set the other side in case you did anything to change it because of symmetry, you know, those kinds of things. Okay, so now we look pretty crazy, and that's all K. It's all K. That's exactly what it is. It's all K. Why? Because we still need to do liner, we still need to do mascara, we still need to do all the things. I should have bought some lashes for this. So next thing we're gonna do before we move on to liner, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my brows. My nose is running. Oh geez. I could actually take my nose ring down now. That's why my nose was running, because my nose ring was up. I'm gonna go ahead and put my eyebrows together. Y'all don't really have to watch this part, so I'm just gonna fast forward. Since this is drag brows, I actually need to mention this one thing. Make sure that you're connecting these kind of corners together. Otherwise it'll look really like off. Kind of like that. It needs to just go into one full swoopy thing. And remember everybody, brows are supposed to be sisters, not twins. Don't worry about them being too perfect, because there's no such thing. There's no such thing as perfect. Just do as good, as better, as best as you can. And every time you do it, do a little better. And guys, always remember, if you feel like you messed up a little bit, let it dry a second and just tap at it with your spoolie and it'll clean it right up. So that's pretty good for brows, I think. I'm gonna go ahead and put my brow gel in. Okay guys, so the brows are pretty much done. Don't have to do much else with those guys, thank God. I swear to God it took me like 30 minutes just to get my brows done, girl. And now my coffee's cold. I have a little napkin. I'm gonna go ahead and try to wipe off all this excess weirdness from my hand. Even though I can't because Anastasia's brow pomade is super crazy and it doesn't come off. Anyways, moving on. Everything is pretty much where I want it. And next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get my eyeliner did. I'm gonna get my Tarte clay paint liner, the love of my life. And I'm gonna use the same little baby brush right here because it's so thin and cute. I swear to God, this one's better than my actual Anastasia brush. Like, it's thinner. So I'm gonna go and use that guy. And for this, I'm just gonna drag it to where it's like the darkest point here. And it should be kind of a thick line. So I'm just gonna line my eyes real quick. Okay, so that's one eye down. That took a while. Just try to get these lines as nice as you can. Don't really be too scared about it because technically this is stage makeup. So little baby imperfections are not going to be noticeable from far away, which is good, methinks. Okay, so that's our top liner done. Now we have to do our bottom liner. The way that I'm going to do this is I'm going to use the same little brush, grab some of my clay paint liner, and I'm going to just go tap this right here and under this bit right here. Just drag it straight over and then connect it all the way across. Okay, now that they both look basically the same, we can go ahead and move on. I'm gonna go ahead and put on my mascara first because I feel like I look crazy because I don't got no lashes. And we're gonna lay this on really thick today because I ain't got no lashes to put over my actual lashes. I should have thought ahead. I should have bought some 301s, but I did not. So we're gonna go with regular mascara and we're gonna make it work. And for this, we're gonna do the same thing that we did with another look. We only do the bottoms of our lashes and not the whole bottom lash so that we can keep that white line. I was trying to remember what look it was and now I remember it was the bobcat. So remember, we're gonna just do the tips of our lashes. We're not gonna do our full lashes because we wanna keep our lashes white in one bit. It keeps our eyes looking bigger. If I do the whole lash, it's gonna cut off that white line that I have that's making my eyes look way bigger. So remember, only the tips of these lashes. Do not do all of them. If we do all of them, it's gonna ruin the effect. And we would not want that after all this time, honey. I think it's already been 2 hours. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and start my lips. And the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm going to start with this Sugar Pill Lala Liquid Lip from the Little Twin Stars collection. Okay, I'm gonna tap it out. And I can say with absolute certainty that these stay on all day because I've reviewed this just yesterday and I wore it with this exact same method and it stayed on all day, which is amazing. So I'm gonna let that dry. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and go back to my lashes. And this is what you call being efficient, guys. You can do one thing, let that dry, do the next thing, let that dry, go back to the other thing. And that's probably the best way that you can save time. Instead of sitting around waiting for things to dry, just do something else while it's drying. So now we're gonna go, I'm gonna actually just do the tips of my lashes on the top real quick, and then while that dries I'm gonna go ahead and go back to my lips. This is an actual trick that the Russians do, and you know how beautiful the Russians are, so let's go with this. I'm gonna do the same to my bottom lashes again, just give them another layer, and do one more layer of the Lala Pink. Tap it out. Back to lashes again. We're just gonna keep taking turns, honey. Taking turns. That's how you do it. Now I'm gonna do my full lashes this time, all the way from the root to the tip. Let's see how long we can get these babies. I think that's pretty good. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Got mascara all over my finger. Everybody be careful. Everybody watch out. We got mascara on the fingers. Okay, so I think that our lashes are long enough. I don't think we need to do anything else with lashes. Before I move on, I'm gonna find the Life's a Drag palette. I'm gonna get a fluffy little brush like this guy. Clean them off. I'm gonna go into Campy again, which is that bright yellow. And I'm gonna go over my top lip. Like I said, I'm doing this look from Jeffree Star and Aquaria's collaboration on that one video, so it's basically the same. I got this idea from it, so that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna just go right over my top lip, like exactly where you would put your Cupid's bow highlight. Clean that off, do the bottom. So it's really nice and blended. So there we have our little bit of yellow. And then I'm gonna go and get Kiki from the Little Twin Stars collaboration with Sugar Pill, and I'm gonna put that right in the middle. So it's gonna look like I was sucking on a lollipop for like an hour, and now I came to hang out. Just the middle. And it's really cool because it ombres out into like a purple, and there it is. So now, last thing that we need to do is add our highlighters, which is the most important part, the most fun part, methinks. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna get my nice little brush here. Ooh, geez, dropping stuff. Oh God. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my little fluffy brush here. I'm gonna go into the Dream Glow Kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm gonna pick up a bunch of ethereal, and I'm just gonna go to my high points here, dabbing it around. See, there you can see it. Okay, and I'm going to do a little bit up here on my brow bone. Don't touch this. That is your contour. Leave it alone. Now sides of my face, my cheekbones, down the sides here. Okay, do the other side. And the chin, Cupid's bow, bottom lip, the center of my forehead right here. And then I'm going to go into Moonchild, and I'm going to grab the purple horseshoe. Just go right over that last highlight, and it gives you a really cool purple. Man, that's cool. Dang. All right, so the only thing we haven't done is our nose. So let's do our nose. I find my little baby brush that I had before. Actually, I'm gonna use this one. This one's even smaller. Oh my God, I almost poked my eye out. I'm gonna grab the blue ice from Moonchild. Just load it up and just right down the center of the nose. I'm actually gonna highlight the sides right here too, just because I want to give them a little bit more of a pop. There's one bit, and then I'm gonna go back into blue ice again and do my little heart on my nose, which is gonna go right here. And I'm gonna find my little brush here one more time, grab some more of Safe Word, just a little bit, and just dab that down again. Oh geez. So there's that, and I need blush. So where's my little blush brush? I have a blush brush. It's somewhere around here. Blush brush. Where's my blush brush? Ah! I'm gonna drop things. Here it is. Clean him off. Make sure he's nice and clean. Okay, I'm gonna go to the Beauty Killer palette. Yes, we're using all kinds of palettes today, honey. This is the original Jeffree Star palette. So I'm gonna go ahead and do Star Power, which is a really bright pink. Barely touch it. Just barely touch it and go right in between my highlight and my contour just to brighten it up even more. Yeah, look, see the difference. Look at it. Look at it. Can you see it? I can see it. It's right in between. And I'm also gonna drag that over the sides right here. My chin, a little on the sides of my jaw, a little up here, just right below the contour. And then if you feel like it's a little too harsh, just go over with a beauty blender and it'll chill it right out. Okay, I need to go do a little bit of work on my hair, and then I'll be right back, and then I will show you the finished look. One sec. Heyo! Okay, and this is it, guys. I'm so excited. I can't even believe I actually accomplished this. I'm so happy. I'm gonna put this down. Like always, we gotta put that down for a sec. Stop looking at ourselves and start looking at everyone around us. Honey! We did it! I'm so excited. This is the finished look. This is pretty much a basic drag look. Everybody's kind of going for this aesthetic right now. And if they're not, they're an individual, honey. Yes. So you can do what you want. This is a basic thing for you just so that you can kind of get started. I think I'm gonna have to do a Club Kid look in a little bit, maybe for the next season of RuPaul's Drag Race, season 11. Maybe. Methinks yes. Anyways, guys, I really hope you liked this video. It took me literally like 2.5 hours to film it, and a ton of research and a lot of love for drag. I'm so excited for this new season. I'm so excited for everything. I don't even know what to do with myself. I can't even believe that we're here today. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, thank you so much for being here, for visiting, for taking a chance on an unknown YouTuber, taking a chance on an unknown beauty influencer. Guys, this means so much to me. I have been literally so nervous to do this for the past 2 weeks. I knew I was gonna do it, and I knew it was a big deal, and I really wanted to do it justice because the world of drag to me, it means everything to me. Like, I could cry because it means literally everything to me. It has given me so much freedom to play and learn and just do whatever I want. It's given me people to look up to. artists to be inspired by. Like, there's just, it's so much, you guys. So if you ever feel alone, if you ever feel like you're so different that you'll never make it, just watch RuPaul's Drag Race. You will feel so much better, because everyone is weird, guys. Everyone is weird. There's no such thing as normal, and we have so much to offer each other just by being different from one another, just by being different and weird and having our own minds, having our own beliefs and things of that sort. Guys, we are all different, and that's what makes us all special. And we should be looking at those things as strengths. Never look at your difference as a weakness. Just find a way to make it stronger, find a way to make it you, find a way to make it everything, and love yourself. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. God bless you always. I will see you during the premiere of RuPaul's Drag Race on December 14th. Yes, let me make sure. I'm gonna make sure what it is, because I don't want to give you the wrong information. A ver. Let's see here. Alright guys, yes, so RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Season 4 is coming back. It's gonna be on December 14th. Pretty sure it's gonna start at like 7 or 8 p.m. Just check your local listings, guys. Make sure that you're there on VH1, the channel. It's gonna be so fun. It's all the queens that did not win the crown from the past few seasons. A lot from season 10, a lot from season 9. It's gonna be really cool. I'm really excited for this. So guys, make sure that you check it out. Also, don't forget that there's gonna be a lot of lip syncing, a lot of dancing, a lot of drag, a lot of costume, a lot of makeup, and it's amazing, and I love it, and it's like everything. So I hope that you will join me in watching. Anyways guys, I'm gonna take off. Thank you again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, become a member of the Little Misfit Monster fam, and let's just hang out, dude. Anyways guys, I'm gonna take off. I love you so much. Have a great day wherever you are, and I'll see you on the next one. See you later. Okay, bye!